He's got the narrow build. He is testosterone filled. It is Darwin fucking Nunez!
JP.
Eat your heart out, chat! Eat your fucking heart out! Embrace it! Embrace every fucking second! Oh, I wish I was live for that game. I thought I'd take the sacrifice and watch it with the boys, but I didn't. I also weren't too well today, so I just thought, what, instead of screaming on stream. But now, I feel better. I was being a bitch. Nunez cured me, chat. Nunez fucking cured me. He's the best fucking striker in the world. Chelsea, you can fuck off. Thinking that you can go and sign him, you pieces of shit. Right? He's world fucking class. He's the best number 3 striker in the world. On top of this, he's a big game fucking player. He turns up in the moments that matters. He only scores clutch fucking goals on a day-to-day basis. You think about Real Madrid, even though we got fingered, and then you think about the games like Manchester United, 7-0, in case you didn't remember, short-term United fans, all the way to right here, right now, into the present moment where our feet are planted. Darwin fucking Nunez against arguably the best defensive team in the league. We go and fuck them. Well, we don't. He did. That's the difference. And chat, WRL, I told you he was the best player in the world. WRL Hammers said it again. I told you guys. I told every single WRL chat, and be honest, I want honesty. I don't want lies. I don't want bullshit. I want transparency from you. You know what I'm saying? And I want it to be spammed. I want the world to hear that James Redmond TV invested his stocks into Darwin Nunez first. I invested those stocks into Darwin Nunez first. You already know it, chat. You already know it. And for those who are saying L's, you're hypocrites. Hypocrites, I say. You fucking fools and you watermelons. We are the best team in the fucking league. We are. They thought they had good atmosphere. We overcrowded the atmosphere because that's what we fucking do. And then when we matched them with a little bit of shithousery from a Darwin Nunez himself, oh, that was the best. Chat, I'm not even lying to you. I feel fucking 10 feet tall right now. I feel like the baddest of motherfuckers out there alive. I was fuming because we had that Claire Baldwin bitch going over to Trent and terroring him all game. They even got him rattled and that, which led to their first goal. So I was thinking, this isn't going to go well. And then Darwin Nunez comes on. There. And because of the presence of Darwin Nunez, their defenders shit themselves because he's a shitbag. But Nunez is also terrifying. And he went electrifying pace at such. And then he goes and dominates. He takes the ball and he slats it past that fucking prick Nick Pope. He's not even a prick. He's dead sound. But either way, you get the point. I'm in my tribal mode right now. You know what I'm saying? And Darwin Nunez was unbelievable. Like even that second goal where the pass found him. I don't even know who passed it to him. I was in awe. I was thinking, wait there a minute. He's actually about to score a goal. This is insane. That was one fucking listen, chat. Like there was loads of things that went against us. There was loads of things that went for us. Things that went well. Things that didn't go so well. I'll be honest with you, though. I'm just happy. I literally, because the pub's only round the corner. I legged it round back home. Came in. I was like, holy shit, that was boss. And then I was like, I've got to speak to me mates about this because this was quality. And it was just an insane game. Like I've been drinking all day and it's been mad. And oh, Nunez, just thank you, sir, thank you. And by the way, yes, I am sorry. I am sorry for any slander, disbelief, any doubts that I had in my heart. Mate, it came from the best place. In fact, I could say it was a method to the madness. I just knew it would bring the best out of you. You know what I mean? Like, lad, I am so happy for that guy. And one thing I've always said, chat, even though I've been critical of Nunez, yes, and I'll agree I've been critical to fuck. But overall, I will sit there and say I have always wanted the best for that man. I've always said, like, listen, I don't think he's been good enough right now. But I have always admitted he's a big game player. Chat, that's a W, isn't it? That's actually a sincere W. I saw you were back on me before. But, like, seriously, I've always said that. I've said he scored against Real Madrid. He scored against Manchester United. He's actually an insane player. an insane clutch player. He can get those big goals. Even think about it when he was at Benfica, when he scored against us, clutch player in the big games. But the team just let him down in a sense that we couldn't do the job before he came on the pitch. So he had to do the job for us. And you know, if that dude was just 20% better technically, I would genuinely love that, man. It is just the basics, the finites that I get frustrated with at times with him. But I will never dispute the fact that he can be a clutch player. And chat, have I always said that he'd be a good substitution? Haven't I always said this? And I thought that remained true today. Maybe we could have won the game from earlier if he started. But as a clutch player coming off the bench, he's a monster. He's a monster, and he turns up for the big moments. And this was a huge fucking moment. Newcastle are a serious team. Let's give credit to them a second. They have got one of the best midfields in the league. Tindall, Gramares, and that Joe Linton. Joe Linton was boss. He was playing like Fabinho. He was quality. And the defence and the way they were set out and the way they would all react simultaneously was amazing. Even Anthony Gordon, he had Trent in his back pocket all game. But you know what, though? I was impressed. Even when Virgil got sent off, the way it was like we had this composure about us amidst all this atmosphere and whatnot. We struggled in the first half, innit? The second half, when Newcastle were a bit more reserved and sitting back, we said, go on then, bitches. You sit back, and then Darwin Nunez hit them with a nice little 1-2. And as I said at the start of the video, it was a beautiful, beautiful catchphrase. He might have the narrow build, and he is also testosterone filled. It is Darwin fucking Nunez, and we all know it, chat. Chat, from this day forth, I'm a Darwin believer. I am a Nunez sexual from this day forth. I declare and I decree my love for Darwin Nunez right here on JRTV, and you should join me, because now I am on board, baby boy. Chew, motherfucking chew. Pause. But you hear what I'm saying? Great player from the highest degree. Whew. And I was about to be fuming coming onto this stream. I was going to be fuming, chat. I mean, furious. Oh, my goodness, the frustration that I had built. To be fair, I was happy when we got 1-1, though. That told me about my mentality of my football team right now. I was buzzing when we got to 1-1. I was thinking, I'll ball out of Newcastle with a friggin' 1-1 draw, you know what I'm saying? Don't mind if I diddly do to take a fucking point with the way I thought this game was going. Amazing, because we just stuck in there. That's all I want. I just want you to stick in there, not flap your shit, recognise who you are. You are either a top... This is what I would say if I was the manager. You are either one of two things. You are a Premier League winner, or you are a top prospect. Otherwise, we wouldn't have bought you. That would have been more for the McAllisters. I would sit there and say, we have got World Cup winners, Premier League winners, Champions League winners, international proven players, international proven leaders all over this dressing room. Don't let that atmosphere engulf you. Also know that when you're home, the noise is twice as loud, so you understand the pressure and you understand the intensity and recognise the fucking sheer size of your bollocks, and then realise that these little fucking magpie-loving wannabes are just nothing in comparison to the size of our football club. No matter the oil money, no matter the size of the noise of the stadium, we can still go there and we can trample on it, because that's what we fucking do, because we have got the winners, we have got the champions, we have got the leaders. That is how we perform. That is how we react. And when Darwin Nunez came on, he just did it perfectly. It was perfect. I am filled with so much fucking energy because of that dude. I'm not even putting it on. You can't put this on. My face is red to the fucking gills. He's amazing. It's as red as his fucking shirt. I love him. And you know what? Any time that he'll go out on the pitch and he'll just show himself like that, prove himself to the highest order and highest degree, that's all I ask for. Just be clinical in the moments we need you to be clinical. Be precise, but he is clutch. That's one thing. Regardless what you think about technical ability or he hasn't got Haaland numbers, he scores in big games, mate. You know what I mean? Like I put money on him scoring in the Champions League final. I tell you that. Well, in this case, Europa League, because we're not in Champions League this year. And I'm not going too far. I'm not saying let's start him week in, week out. I'm not saying do this. But my theory of wanting to bring him off the bench consistently has actually worked numerous times. Chat WRL, he was brought off the bench. He changed the game. That's the type of player that he is. He's not going to link up the play supremely. His first touch is going to be a bit meaty like we saw today. But when he just gets through on goal, cross angle, I'll tell you now, mate, if he's hitting that ball across the face of the keeper, I'd back him, you know. He's boss. And in certain circumstances, you need to have that faith. So I'm not saying let's go all in. Let's not say he's a flop or not a flop. I think we need to recognise him for what he is. I'll tell you what, you think about Divock Origi as a clutch player, and he came in and took his number 27. He fulfilled it brilliantly. He filled those boots well. He might have not lived up to his price tag yet, but I'll tell you now, he's filled that shirt number in. He scored against Man fucking United, mate, and Real Madrid. You know what I mean? And then today against one of the best defensive teams in the Premier League. It's undisputed. You can't deny it. By the way, I see the super chats. I'm in a bit of a flow, so I apologise if you wanted me to respond instantly. Do you know I'll respond? But I'm sorry, I'm in a flow at the moment. I cannot believe. Do you know when Van Dijk got sent off? I shit myself, chat. I was thinking, how was our captain and our vice captain got absolutely done in? And I did think it was a bit. We'll talk about whether it should have been a red card or not. I think it was soft for sure, but we know the officiating's bad, and it was considerably a one-on-one case scenario. So if we're going to agree it was even slightly a foul, and we also agree that it's a one-on-one scenario, well, that then in turn means it was kind of a red card, even if it was a slight tap, but it was a swipe, and he was considerably one-on-one with goal. It was just dangerous. It was fine line, fucking margins. I can go on about the referees all the time. We know the wank, but I'll tell you this. Van Dijk was a bit silly in that moment, and I expect someone with his experience and with his know-how and his supposed calmness, which he does have, he just didn't show it in that moment, taking a swipe at Isaac like that. I didn't think it was productive at all. But when Joe Gomez came on, he was fucking sound, mate. He was smoking spliffs in fucking St. James's. He was boss. I'll take Joe Gomez's performance today. Chat W for Joe Gomez. He was sound, weren't he? He was all right. I thought he was productive. I thought that, when Joe Gomez plays bad, I thought he was going to play bad today when he came on. I was thinking, shit. You know what I mean? I thought he was originally going to come on for Trent Alexander-Arnold. I was going to be like, well, that's going to go down fucking well with the memes on Twitter. You know what I mean? He was boss though, weren't he, chat? Everyone's agreeing as well. Everyone's actually agreeing. He was actually belter. I thought he was really good. And you know what? When Van Dijk went off, the energy was mainly the same. Obviously, Trent was the one who was at mistake for the goal that Anthony Gordon scored. It was a gift. But otherwise, besides the Almiron chance, and obviously there was the Gramares chance, chat. Gramares scores that against any other goalkeeper in the league. I could not give a fuck. First of all, how Alisson's hands never snapped into pieces after that shot. And second of all, how he got that onto the post. He is certified, chat. Do you know what's mad? Darwin Nunez won us the game, and I'd still question Alisson being man of the match. And I'm going to give Darwin Nunez man of the match. Don't worry, I'm a Nunez sexual for today. And I'm a Nunez sexual going forward. But how boss is Alisson? Chat, we can't even do you know what? That's the one player that I wouldn't sell for a price. Saudi comes in 300 mil. No, thank you. I would go and tell FSG. I would go and friggin' pepper spray FSG. I'd put some tunes on in the ear like Little Nas or something, and they can listen to that. So then any offer that they receive, they don't even know about because the census is now diluted. And that would be the game because Alisson can't go. He can never go. He's the best goalkeeper in the world. Courtois, this, fucking Ter Stegen, that. These goalkeepers can't chat to my goalkeeper. I'm just saying. You think about Onana. Fuck off with the Rihanna songs, will you? And then when you're talking about Edison, fuck off with the backups of Brazil. Don't be telling me about side chicks. And that's all Edison does. He goes and fetches the ball for Alisson at Brazil. He's the best goalkeeper in the world by fucking far. And it's a shame that he won't have the honours and the volume of Premier Leagues and Champions League to support that claim because he is one of the greatest Premier League goalkeepers of all time. I could not give a fuck. He's boss, mate. You can call me biased. I am biased. I don't care. I watch that guy week in, week out. He's well-rounded. He's scored a Premier League goal, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? He's Salah's biggest assister. You know what I'm saying? He's the dude, bro. He's that guy. He is that guy. Alisson is that guy. I thought today, that's the captain. Didn't you feel it, chat? Oh, but the goalkeeper can't be the captain. Didn't you feel that leadership presence? Just calm the fuck down. Don't worry. I'll save you again. It was constant. It was just, okay, then fine. I'll pick up your shit, but now we need to start doing something. And the players just sometimes can't do it. And besides the first half an hour, 40 minutes, I thought we done sound. I think when Newcastle sat back, we started improving. We started to see more chances go our way. And you know, we just ended up playing all round a significantly better game, which is what we want. We want to be playing cohesive football. You can still see, even though he was quiet in the first half, Soboslai's qualities, McAllister's qualities, they are both amazing, by the way, chat. Oh my goodness. Name me a better duo in the midfield than them two. And we came up against two great midfielders today. I'm not going to try and dispute Tonali because Tonali was amazing. Can you imagine if we had Tonali, Soboslai, and friggin' McAllister, chat? Think about that midfield for a second. Now we're talking real bullshit being caused. Tonali was quality for Newcastle today. But them two together are fantastic. And you can see that quality, mate. You know what I mean? Fantastic to a top level. I thought Robbo was a little bit poor. I thought Trent actually did fine, but the start of that game just knocked off a lot of ratings for Trent, and I do think his head went for the first half. Second half, I thought he's a bit better, but with that yellow card, he had to be careful as well, you know what I mean? So it was a completely different game. But yeah, the back line pleased, midfield ended up being pleased, and the attack, they were shit. But you know, Darwin, when he came on, fantastic, brother. Fantastic. Oh my God, what a top guy. Best striker in the world. Chat couldn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Chelsea go and sniff some panties, you pricks. Big up to Scouse Gamer. He says, James, what you saying about Nunez now? He's the best player in the world. Broski beat the title. It only takes a pair of glasses, you know what I mean? Big up to Edrin. He says, Nunez sexual. I am a Nunez sexual. I now confess and I decree and I declare that I am a Nunez sexual. Big up to Nunez. Big up to my man. Big up to my man, Joe Leckie or Jay Leckie. Big up to you. I want you to text Darwin Nunez and apologise in Spanish, please, and thank you. I will say in Spanish right now, a friggin' sorry to that man. Let me get Google Translate. Me apology, Darwin fucking Nunez. There you go. There's the apology. Me apology. I'll say it properly in a minute. Big up to you, Jay Leckie. I'll do that for you. You and Hussam better eat your words. I have scranned. My belly is full. I am now dying of hunger. I have scranned them. I've said he's the best player in the world. And by the way, I don't know what you're talking about. I always claimed him to be the best player in the world because I never get it wrong on football and opinions. Chat WRL. And then that's why I sit there and I say, you know what? He's the guy. So actually, you need to start loving Darwin Nunez on my level. That's what I'd suggest to you, Hawkatelli. Big up to DNWLD and get Hussam on. Darwin saves LCC. Hussam's probably on his stream, but if he wants to come on, he's more than welcome to. Big up to Richard Blackdog. Long time no see, sir. My guy. He says, how it goes, lads. What a game to watch as a neutral. Fantastic team performance. Big up, my G. Big up to you, Richard Blackdog. That is an old timer. That is a face that I haven't saw for a long time. Big up to you, sir. I hope you're well. My favourite Tottenham fan. And yeah, that includes expressions, even though he's my guy as well. But Richard, you're my guy, bruv. You're my guy. Oh, chat, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful stream. It was a beautiful game. And I wanted to go live. I wanted to share that moment with you. You know what I mean? It was a great day. And I weren't too well today, so that's why I never done a watch along. But I did go to the pub and try and suppress me sickness with drinks, which just doesn't work, but it somehow has worked. And I'm now really knackered, mate, but I'm going to be having sweet dreams about Darwin Nunez tonight. Pause. But he's a beautiful man, and you should think that too, you know what I'm saying? Big up to Coutinho is him. He says, I am willing to do the unspeakable things for Darwizzy. Darwizzy's the GOAT. Darwizzy's the GOAT. No slander no more. Not deserved. He's the best third striker in the world, and he's great off as an impact sub. It's one thing I've always said he can do. And you know what? It's only because I have high expectations for the kid that I had a bit more critiquing towards him, and I still think he's got a lot to prove. But in terms of clutch games, he's proved himself. He scored against Real, he scored against Man United, he scored in huge fucking games. This was a massive game, and as far as a defensive opponent comes, Newcastle are one of the best defensive teams in the world, let alone the Premier League. They're unbelievable as a unit. So that's why to see Darwin go and break their defence twice, even if one of them was a mistake, I don't care. He capitalised, and that's what he doesn't usually do, but he did that today, and he done it in the biggest moments, which is why he's the guy, bro. He is the guy, you know what I'm saying? Darwizzy is the new Divock. We never bought him to be the main striker. He's came in to be the third striker, and he's the best third striker in the world. He's boss. He's fucking boss. I love Darwin. Darwin or Divock. I'm still edging Divock just because of the Champions League final. But Darwin, if he gets me a Europa League final goal, now we're having conversations. James, did you see Jason Tindall shush Klopp? Jason Tindall can go and suck a friggin' a Toon's home, mate. That's what he can go and suck on. He's a moody bastard, him. Isn't he the assistant manager for their team? Jurgen Klopp would smoke you with his jaw alone, you mad prick. You try and swing for him, he'll swing with you and connect with his jaw, onto your jaw, by the way, and you'll be out with a chinny chin slap, you hear me? Don't be thinking that you can chat to my manager. He owns your manager. Do you know your boss? Do you know your daddy, Eddie Howe, Jason Tindall? He's friggin' lost to Jurgen Klopp 12 fucking times in his career. No other manager has been abused by Jurgen Klopp more than Eddie Howe, you prick. So you eat that result and let Darwin Nunez's hair flock in your ugly little face, you knobhead. I don't give a fuck. I'm backing my manager. I don't care if that was far. That's my manager that he's chatting shit to, you know what I mean? That's my manager. Elliot is the next Pirlo. Facts. Nah, Elliot's actually sick, you know, chat. Elliot's actually baller. He came on and done bits. I like that, bro. I've always tried to back Elliot, but it weren't a popular opinion for a while. I always try to say, but there's a good player in there. It's just the team's not playing well, so he doesn't look great, but he's great. Now that he's got players on his level, technically, now that you see Szoboszlai and McAllister, he's the dude, bro. He is the dude, you know what I'm saying? Darwin, can have my kit, bro. Darwin, he can do whatever he wants if he's scoring goals like that, mate. He's a boss player. I can't believe it. You know, I didn't expect him to come on and score those goals, but he did. He friggin' did. He was actually great. Curtis is better. It's a nice problem to have. Harvey, Curtis, as long as they're both really good at footy, it's a nice problem to have. And there's still a lot of concerns. We've now got Virgil van Dijk out. Kanate's injured, but I'm enjoying the win. We'll talk about that on a future stream. I am enjoying and embracing every fucking part of this victory because I deserve this. Darwin deserves this. We deserve this, chat. We deserve this. If you're a Liverpool fan, you claim today. Don't let anyone say, oh, you nearly lost to Newcastle. Fuck them. They'll get bummed by Newcastle. Newcastle are a great team. The welcome pack. They've got a good setup. But we absolutely fucking smashed it today. We went to we went to the toughest atmosphere in the country because we can't play ourselves. So that's the toughest atmosphere that we can possibly go against in the country. Their fans were ruthless. They were loud. They were moaning. They were scringing. It reminded me of us at Anfield. And we just said, by the way, we're the kings of this. You're new to the party. Let us show you how this is done. And then Darwin dunked on their asses, the little magpies. That's what happened. They got dunked on. So kind of like a backhanded compliment at Newcastle there. It's only because they've got a riled up fan base, and I like that. But then the competitiveness in me says I don't like that because now you're making it harder for us to win the game. Oh, and I'm so happy Anthony Gordon got shut off as well. Chat, anyone else gassed because of that clear ball and friggin' motherfucker getting done in? Oh, he's shit. He's a shit footballer. Trent just made him look good today. He was just trying to help out a young Scouser, you know what I'm saying? Tonali is the next pick. Tonali was quality. He was boss. Chat, think about that midfield of Tonali, Szoboszlai and McAllister. Think about that midfield for the second. Imagine if we got Tonali instead of Newcastle, and that would have been the best type of rebuild we could have asked for. That would have been the best. James, what's your opinion on the red card? It was soft, but Van Dijk was also daft. I know that it was only a little thing, but he still swiped at him, and it was in it arguably goal scoring opposition. So if we agree, even if it was a slight foul, even if it was a fucking tap, if we agree it was a foul and we agree it was 1-on-1 and it was a goal scoring opportunity, in turn, that's a red card. So it depends how you look at it. If you're saying it's soft, you're not going to think it's a red card. If you're saying that he was through on goal and it was a slight foul, then you should think it's a red card because that's what the rule for the red card is. So that's my explanation on it. I don't think that'll get overturned. I don't think that's enough to get overturned. I think we'd be playing about a bit there. We've got 900 people in the stream. Smash those likes for Darwin Nunez, the fucking boss player. Why are we not playing 4-2? I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck. Nunez is boss as a substitution. If he starts proving himself as a starter, no doubt I'll start him. For now, I'm still happy with him being that impact player. That's exactly what we want from Nunez, you know what I mean? We want him to score goals, and he scores so many goals off the bench. I've been saying to my mates, Darwin should have been starting for the first game of the season. He's been clinical in pre-season. He showed it again today in about 15 minutes. He was boss today, mate. He was boss. If he can do that from the start of a game, I'm on board with you. Hold your hands up on Nunez, mate. You've been slandering him all summer. You say slander, I say constructive criticism. Either way, I love Nunez more than you. So how about that? I love Nunez more than any of you guys. I don't even care, chat. I've always loved that dude. You guys blindly supported him even when he was playing bad. I think he's listened to James Redmondinho. He's like, I just need to fucking score more, and then James will get off me back. It was all out of love. Oh my goodness. The amount I've fucking screamed today, chat. I have screamed my lungs off today because of that man. And I'll tell you now, that man increases testosterone across the masses. Because don't tell me you didn't feel fucking injected when he scored that goal, chat. Didn't you just feel 20 times bigger? Didn't you just feel like you were the baddest motherfuckers alive? That's the Nunez impact. I've always said he's had that X factor. I might have not rated his ability, and I still question him as a starter. I've always said, this is what I'll say to you, deep learning simplified. I've always said he is boss as a substitute, and that's exactly what he was today. In fact, my statement was proven correct. I've never said he's a bad player. I've just said he might not be good enough to win us league titles as a starter. We still need to see him start and do that, but fuck me, when he came on and done that today, he absolutely amazing, mate. Honestly, the best feeling. I read that one out. Big up to Alex Gomez. Wizzy can have my kit. Oh, wait, there. I read that one as well. My bad. My bad. Art McGreevy, I told you Gomez deserves minutes. Gomez was quality today. I don't think Newcastle were great offensively, to be fair, but I thought Gomez was quality. I thought he held himself really, really well. Dude, I lost it when I saw that. Oh, mate. I couldn't believe it. I honestly couldn't believe it. It was just a mad game. I got great odds on Nunez, 20 plus goals. Hope he breaks into the starting striker. Fingers crossed. Facts, bro. Facts. I hope he does as well. That would be the best feeling in the world if he just starts coming in and banging 20 plus goals. And then you get odd goals here from Sobo and McAllister and all them. Hello, James Ladd. Darwin Nunez. He came from Benfica to the big Reds. The big fucking Reds. Yeah, that guy is making some serious money right now. James, do you think the red cards will force FSG to buy a left-sided centre-back? Hopefully. They need to. They really need to. Kwanzaa 78 was played go-to. Yeah, he'll be the replacement probably because they seem to rate him, so they'll probably try and increase his value through this time. James, it's my birthday today. Big up yourself, broski. Happy birthday to you, Klopp signing Arsenal tears. Big up to you, sir. I thought I was going to have a panic attack when the second went in. Thought I imagined it. I thought it was going to be disallowed for some fucking reason. Do you ever get that feeling, chat? Like, even though nothing wrong happened there and everything was fine, you still thought something was going to happen? Oh, it was wild. Salah lost his pace. He should beat a playmaker. Yeah, bro. Salah was dead today. If Salah's not scoring or assisting, that's how he looks. I've just read that comment. Don't be spamming. I still can't get over this. Came into the game expecting a loss, and the red card and Gordon goal killed my hope. And I had Nunez is him. Nunez is fucking him, boys. Woo! Chat. That's me out, over and out. I appreciate all the super chats and likes and everyone who's tuned in. What a fucking game. And Darwin Nunez deserves all the praise. Darwin Nunez is the guy right now, fam. So praise Darwin Nunez. Chat, I'll probably see you either later tonight or tomorrow for more content. The normal uploading schedule will be back throughout the week. So I've got the weekly schedule, and then the weekends will usually consist of watch-alongs. Just I went out today. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. And I will see you beautiful people later. And remember, when you sleep tonight, you sleep at Darwin fucking Nunez.